Are you ready?
Take 3 Wrestling Podcast. It is December the 11th, 2025. We are back in the saddle after a much needed week off. Thanksgiving, and we got fatter and fatter. So we're back. Regularly scheduled broadcasting time a little bit later, but we are back. Almost as back as Mike Evans is in a creamsicle uniform.
Dude, can we get more
great jersey matchups?
Uniform, like color uniforms versus color uniform matchups in the NFL, especially on the retro side.
I'm all game.
Beautiful. And I like that the NHL's starting to dabble in that world as well. I saw the Rangers and Red Wings, and then the Rangers and Blackhawks did it this week.
I watched the Blackhawk game yesterday at work.
I was like, more of that. We all have HD TVs at this point, and if you don't deserve to watch the sport without getting confused anyhow.
Correct. Jersey, yeah. And here's the thing. Chef's kiss to the Falcons for wearing the red helmet.
Yes.
Just to make it that much better.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is perfect.
So, yeah, we're back almost as good as Mike Evans it was tonight because, Jesus, he had a night.
Yep, sure did.
Speaking of nights, not to be confused with La Night.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd have there it is.
I was like, I have to find it.
I have not said it publicly on this show, but I will be on assignment this coming up Saturday from the beautiful Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. for
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure it's beautiful. I used to live there.
Well, may not be beautiful, but you'll be there.
No, the city's beautiful. What's going on inside of said city? Highly questionable.
That's fair.
Like, are we gonna say like Ann Arbor's beautiful, but what he's doing, not so much.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that one might get somebody canceled.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of glad Joe's on mute because he probably doesn't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I'm just doing a monologue where I mentioned Sharon Moore, the now former head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, was fired and arrested yesterday for a mixture of things that included conduct with a staff member, which is an absolute no-no in college football. To then there's rumors floating around that he committed an assault against either the woman he was cheating on his wife with and or his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So by any chance, is he an enemy of Curtis 50 Cent Jackson? Because then there'll be a really good documentary about this in a couple of years.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be a documentary about this in a few years.
Many men.
Yeah, it has like 30 for 30 written all over it.
Speaking of 30 for 30, highly suggest the Stuart Scott. If you're an old Sports Center watcher, the old Stu Scott documentary that got released this week, Chef's Kiss, teary-eyed, most of that thing. But with the John Cena retirement tour making its final stop inside Capital One Arena this coming up Saturday, we have a John Cena centric show lined up for you guys. But I do want to finish this because I'm not going to be the guy that doesn't finish what he starts. We still have to finish the bracket real quick of
let's rapid
elimination bracket because that got left on pause while we were on hiatus. for those of you, the semifinals is Team Bischoff. Again, Jericho, Christian, Orton, Steiner, and Mark Henry. The sole survivor was Randy Orton. Excuse me as I have the hiccups. They're taking on the women's NXT team: Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Io Shirai, Toni Storm. The 3 survivors for that were Io, Candice, and Rhea. Team Bischoff defeated the King's Court and the Warriors to get to this point, while the NXT women defeated the Visionaries and the created team name. They fooked him.
I still like the women here. Big fan of that team.
Ironically, me too.
Wow. All right, so they go to the finals, and this is the matchup of the semis, and probably the matchup of the tournament at this point. It is the Hart family, all of the Harts, versus the Royal family. For those of you that don't remember who the Royal family are, that was Jerry the King Lawler with Cheesy, Sleazy, and Queasy. The entire team survived for the Royal family. The Hart family, the only elimination was Bret Hart. The Hart family defeated the Hardys and the Dudleys in the first round and Team Hacksaw to get to the semis. The Royal family defeated Team DX, which was a solid team, and Team Angle in the quarters.
I mean, you know I'm picking Sleazy, Queasy, Lazy, and Neasy.
So just on general principle of the fact that Cheesy is a much better wrestler than Bruce Hart was, I'm going to also have to choose the King's Court.
All right. That sets up the finals. The Royal family. They take on the women's NXT team.
Ladies versus midgets.
This is the most indie-rific.
No, wait. I'm pretty sure I went to a King of Trios final. That was women versus midgets.
Well, it was definitely Ants versus Team Sendai Girl, I think.
Yeah, like that was.
Because I think that was the one that was the one we went to together.
I have a couple of them on DVD. We'll have to research.
Yeah, this is the
we'll
most
have to do journalism.
Final.
I mean, I am absolutely picking Rhea Ripley to powerbomb a little person when the women defeat the King's Court.
You know what, Mike? You haven't gotten a chance to vote in this round, so I will take one for the Lollipop Guild. Give me the Royal Court. You get the tiebreaker.
Ooh. This one, and maybe it's biased, maybe it's a genuine heart feeling here. No pun intended at the heart. Seeing how
is that HART or is
no, the one that's inside my chest. But the winners of the elimination bracket, and it's solely because we were there on that fateful night that they were victorious. Give me the women's NXT team to win the bracket.
NXT.
Love it.
NXT.
Love it.
But that was a fun little experiment. So yeah, congratulations to them. I wanted to wrap that up so we didn't leave that basically just sitting there in an abyss. If anyone goes back and listens to old episodes, like, oh, whoever won that fucking thing.
There it is.
So, all right, where do we want to start? Do we want to start on my John Cena topic? Do we want to start on? Because my John Cena topic is going to be a lot of fun. Because mine is going to be a 10-match blind ranking.
A 10-match blind rank. All right, we'll knock my trivia out then.
Okay.
Then we can do the blind ranking. Then obviously we'll preview the show. So,
excellent. Love that.
I went to our pal Chat GPT.
Oh boy.
And
Mae Young.
We have a 20-question John Cena quiz. So I'll ask the question. If you guys don't get the answer, I will give you some multiple choice options.
I can probably confirm that this will be better than the WWE-based John Cena trivia at the Miami Access that me and Joe played.
Wait, I have an idea here. I have an idea. One of us to start this should like get out of here so that we can't hear the answers. And Jim should ask all the questions, and then the other person join back in. And it doesn't matter if the other one's there then because they already know the questions. But let's see who gets the most right.
Okay, do you want to be the Family Feud that goes away, or do you want me to?
Why don't you go away? Because I feel like I'd have to hang up and stuff, and Lord knows it'll take me forever to get back.
Okay, Jim, text me when to return. I'm going to take my headphones completely off and watch the end of this football game.
Okay, I will tell.
Right.
Yeah, I'll text you when you're good.
Right.
Okay. Now, my hockey team is currently losing by a lot, so I do not need to take my headphones off.
Perfect. All right, Joe. What is John Cena's signature catchphrase?
The way I thought you were going to say, what is his middle name? And I was going to be like, the fuck? You can't see me?
Yes. What color is most associated with Cena's Never Give Up shirts?
Oh, that's not fair. There's a different color every month. Red.
Okay, red is incorrect. The answer is green. I'm gonna mute Mike. Okay, he didn't mute himself. What is John Cena's most famous finishing move?
The FU?
What is it? What is the PG version of that?
Attitude adjustment.
There we go. Yeah, you had it. I was going to give you credit either way because you did have it. What year did John Cena make his WWE TV debut?
Ooh, 2004.
It was 2002. You got that wrong.
Oh,
which rapper inspired Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics persona?
Shoot. Well, it was Vanilla Ice. I was trying to think of something funnier than that, but I blanked.
It was DMX.
No, it wasn't. It was Vanilla. He was a white rapper. That was Vanilla Ice.
It was DMX. At least we're going on
GPT.
The answers that I got here. What WWE championship did John Cena win at WrestleMania 21?
The U.S. title.
The U.S. title is correct. So, Joe, that's your third. How many recognized world championships does John Cena have?
17.
17, yeah. So ChatGPT said 16, but 17 is the correct answer. So I will give you that.
Okay.
One. Cena's hustle, loyalty, respect motto often references what?
Prostitution.
The Marines. The Marines.
Oh,
close.
Yeah.
Who did Cena feud with in 2011 following or involving the pipe bomb?
CM Punk.
CM Punk is correct. So you have 5 right through the first 9. So you're doing okay. What movie marked John Cena's acting debut?
The Marine.
The Marine is correct. What was Cena's first WWE theme before Basic Thugonomics?
Oh, was it My Time Is Now? Was that one?
No, it was actually called Ruthless Aggression.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
What developmental territory did Cena train in?
Oh, I know this one. It wasn't Florida Championship Wrestling. It was the one before. It was OVW?
OVW. Good job. Who defeated John Cena in his 2015 US Open Challenge?
I have no idea. Sami Zayn?
Close. Kevin Owens. What was Cena's ring name in OVW?
The Prototype.
Prototype is correct. That is 8 out of 14. What Fox reality competition series did John Cena host in 2016?
So you think you can dance?
Nah, American Grit. American Grit.
No, no chance.
Which video game character did John Cena call his favorite?
Mario.
No, Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem.
No clue who that is.
What is the title of John Cena's 2005 rap album?
Thug Life.
You Can't See Me. All right. 3 more questions. What was the comedic tag team name for John Cena and B Squared?
If they had a comedic tag team name,
Apparently.
it was be seeing ya.
That's a good guess. It was the Throwbacks.
Oh.
Cena starred in a 2023 Taiwan-based action comedy called what?
What the fuck? It wasn't Bangkok Dangerous. It was something on like Amazon. Oh my god. I don't The Heist.
Officer Exchange.
Yeah, no.
And then last
sounds
one.
awful.
Last one. When did Cena receive the SI Muhammad Ali Legacy Award?
2019.
Oh, 2018.
Oh.
2018. All right, Joe, you got 8 correct. I'm going to text Mike
Okay.
that he can return.
There we go.
All right, 8 out of 20. So you started pretty strong.
Yep.
But
some of those were hard.
There was actually some challenging ones in there. So, all right, I texted Mike. He's coming back. And we will see. So,
Mikey, come back.
So Joe. All right, Mike. Joe got 8 correct out of 20.
8. Or the amount of stops the Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed to win this game that they just lost.
Holy smokes. This year just continues to be the gift. All right. So obviously Joe can stay and listen to the answers here. He can learn his fate in real time.
I'm very curious if Mike's going to get some of these.
Mike, what is John Cena's signature catchphrase?
You can't see me.
Right. All right. What color is most associated with Cena's Never Give Up shirts?
Red.
Red is incorrect. According to ChatGPT, it is green.
I also said red and also called bullshit on that question because there's a different color every month.
There is that, but my brain would have also said red for what it's worth. What is Cena's most famous finishing move? We're looking for the PG name of the move.
I mean, I always knew it as the FU, but fuck, what else could be named? Attitude adjustment?
There it is. Yeah.
I was like, I'm brain farting.
I would have. Joe said the FU as well. So you guys knew the move.
Okay.
That I would have given it to you. What year did John Cena make his WWE TV debut?
02.
02 is correct. So, Mike, you're ahead of the pace.
Let's go, baby.
What rapper inspired the Doctor of Thugonomics persona?
Jay-Z.
No, it was DMX.
Fuck.
DMX. What championship did John Cena win at WrestleMania 21?
The United States title.
Yes. What or how many recognized world championships does John Cena have?
17.
That's correct. I told Joe, ChatGPT said 16, but we know that's incorrect. So that one I overrode ChatGPT. Cena's hustle, loyalty, respect motto often references what?
Repeat that question?
Cena's hustle, loyalty, respect motto often references what?
Hustle, loyalty, and respect?
No, the Marines. The Marines.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Who did Cena feud with in 2011 involving the pipe bomb?
That'd be CM Phil Brooks Punk.
That's correct. So you're still one ahead of the pace.
Okay.
You're still one ahead of the pace. What movie marked John Cena's acting debut?
The Marine.
That's correct. So you are at 7 out of the first 10. So you're getting a C so far. That's good. What was Cena's first WWE theme before Basic Thugonomics? What was it called?
High Voltage.
No, it was Ruthless Aggression.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
I think High Voltage was a tag team on WCW.
It 100% was.
100% was.
It 100% was.
What developmental territory did Cena wrestle or train in?
So there's two choices that I have here, and I know both of them. I'm going to go with Ohio Valley Wrestling, but I think it's...
That is correct. It is OVW.
Okay. The other one was that UPW out in California.
Yeah, it was OVW. You made the right choice. Who defeated Cena in his 2015 US Open Challenge?
Kevin Owens.
Correct. What was Cena's ring name in OVW?
Fuck. Oh, fuck, what was it? The Prototype?
It was the Prototype. With that, you're 2 ahead of the pace through 14. What Fox reality competition series did Cena host in 2016?
Yeah, that's what I said.
2016 Fox competition. So you think you can dance?
No, that is incorrect. American Grit.
For the record, that is exactly what I guessed also.
That's the exact answer Joe gave. That's fucking insane, by the way. What video game character did John Cena call his favorite?
The Terminator.
Duke Nukem.
Fuck.
Duke Nukem. What was the title of Cena's 2005 rap album?
Basic Thugonomics.
You Can't See Me.
Fuck me.
You Can't See Me. What was the comedic tag team name for Cena and B Squared?
Word Life?
The Throwbacks.
Wow, that's terrible. That's a terrible name.
Awful name. Cena starred
Dasher Hatfield and Mr. Touchdown want their tag team name back.
Cena starred in a 2023 Taiwan-based action comedy titled what?
Big Trouble in Little China.
No, Officer Exchange. And last question, when did Cena receive the SI Muhammad Ali Legacy Award? What year?
2022.
2018. So,
fuck me.
Yeah, after question 14, you and Joe both did not get any of those correct. Those definitely got harder. Mike, you won 10-8. 10-8. You both got failing grades with 50% or less.
I don't know that anybody would have answered anything after 15 really felt like it just became like
I think somebody out there, their favorite movie is Officer Exchange. I'm just putting that out there. Somebody must exist who's like, yo, that's my movie.
I didn't even know that movie existed.
Oh, me neither. And I'm a cinephile.
Yeah.
But someone out there like watches that shit 10 times a day on
Now
Amazon
you have
Prime
to
or
watch
something.
it and tell us how bad it is.
If it's streaming, wait. Now I gotta look up if it's streaming. Hold on. Wait. Now I'm curious. What was it? Officer Exchange.
Officer Exchange.
Change.
God, let's see.
I can't wait for you to be like, oh, it's on Crunch or something, and I'll buy it for 1,300 yen for 3 days, which is the equivalent of $9.38
on Tubi.
Let's see. Let's see. It was coming out in 2022. It seems like it was an Amazon movie, so it might be streaming on there.
I swear to God, if it is, there has to be a watch along to this thing at some point on this show.
Let's see.
He's an officer exchange and a gentleman.
No,
I don't think it ever came out.
Yeah, I don't think it ever actually got released. The only articles I see for it, Googling it, are about how it was in production.
It was sold to Amazon Studios, but looks like it never actually.
It makes a lot more sense why I've never heard of this, because I was like, how did I miss, like, what?
Right.
Even Amazon Studios was like, well, maybe we shouldn't do this.
You know what? Probably should not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to see this. I hope they make it one day.
God. All right. So we do have the blind ranking.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
I just need to read this quote from this article, okay? Wait. The script for the film, which was written by Ben Zazov and Evan Turner, in it, okay, quote, Cena will play Shepard Shep, a wrecking ball of a cop who teams up with an Indian police officer to take down a diamond smuggling ring in India. I would watch this movie like 10 times over.
Okay.
I've heard of worse movie plots.
Yeah.
I've seen worse movie plots for sure.
All right, so we have 10 matches on the wheel. Okay. These are all WrestleMania John Cena matches.
Okay.
I have a wheel generator because I am not going to pick the order that these come in. The wheel is going to pick the order that these get released to you guys.
I like it.
If the two of you have reached an impasse and you want me to voice my opinion, fine. If not, I will voice my opinion on the match after you guys have determined where you're going to put the match.
Okay.
All right, match number 1. The wheel is spinning. And we are going to start, fascinatingly enough, with the very first WrestleMania match that myself and Joe watched John Cena in. WrestleMania 27, his title loss to The Miz.
Oh. I mean, there's not a lot that I could think of that I think deserves to be lower than that.
I was gonna say, like, to me, my first instinct is like 9 or 10.
Yeah,
the match itself,
honestly,
not good at all.
I'm okay with going straight 10. Like I don't, because I'm trying to think, like, if we're just doing his Mania matches, I'm just trying to run through my head. I can't think of any that I would sit here and argue is worse than the Miz match.
Yeah.
So we're at 10.
Yeah, I'm good 10 on that.
That would have been my number 10. Knowing what the rest of this list is, it would have been my number 10. But that match just, especially after the Miz got the concussion on the outside,
yeah, it's not good.
Well, I was gonna and the only reason I was gonna kind of lend the more of a final pass to you, Joe, is because it was your first Cena Mania match. Like, if there was any nostalgia to that because of it, because what I mean? Like WrestleMania 40, every match is great because it was my first. Like,
27 did not have that for us.
You cannot tell me that Jimmy versus Jey Uso was a bad match. God damn it!
It was a great match.
I'm gonna be honest. WrestleMania 27 wasn't my favorite WrestleMania that I ever gone to. When it was like the second WrestleMania I had ever gone to. So
yeah. All right, next up, we go to the Superdome. WrestleMania 30, his win against Bray Wyatt.
Ooh. I want to say middle of the pack, but there might be some really good stuff on here still to come. I feel like maybe this is like a 6. I don't know if that's where you're feeling, but
yeah, I was kind of in that 5-6 range. I think the match is really good. I'm soured
5,
a
6,
bit on it.
not 6, 7.
Not 6, 7, not 6,
Okay.
7. 8, 9, not in there.
the Grinch with the 8-9 is
Grinch with the 8-9 is my favorite thing. Yeah, I think I'm good at 6 because like the match itself is really good, but I've always been a little sour on it because John won. Like I still feel like that should have been a Bray win. So yeah, let's lock that in at a 6.
All right,
I'm cool with that.
That is number 6. Next up, a match that I know one member of this show will hold near and dear to his heart. The opening match of WrestleMania 39, Big Match John versus the Kid Leroy, Austin Theory.
I thought that was a pretty good match.
I knew one of you two would hold it near and dear to your heart. Let's check that box off.
Okay, so wait. I'm gonna be real here. I think it's probably number 7.
That was that. Honest to God, that was kind of my number. Like, I don't think the match is terrible,
but it's not the one that he's going to be remembered for,
right? And it's also not better than the Bray Wyatt match. Like, if we just set that marker,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good at 7.
All right, that is number 7. We then go to WrestleMania 29, twice in a lifetime, the WWE title win against The Rock.
I'll give you the floor to start this one.
I felt it was really good. It was a big moment.
What's the better of the 2 Rock matches?
I think the first one. This one,
I think the first one too.
Rock blew out every muscle in his core in this. I think there's still a piece of his abdomen somewhere floating in the airspace around MetLife. And it was, and the unfortunate part was it was the once in a lifetime again at the end of a like long, kind of stinky WrestleMania.
Freezing WrestleMania. That started the lore of I cannot feel my toes to the Dolph Ziggler
song. There's so much more that is better than this. Like I'm actually comfortable putting this at 8 or 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Either one of those I'm okay with too.
Let's go 8.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. Oh boy. WrestleMania 34. A 2-minute and 45-second loss to The Undertaker.
I mean,
son of a bitch, there's your number 9.
I was going to say this has to be 9, right? Like,
it's got to be 9.
Yeah.
I mean, the build to the match was better than anything involved.
Right. I mean,
in the match,
running back up the stage.
Yeah, like when you say the build to the match, you mean that actual night when
correct.
He came out and it was like, "Yo, Undertaker's here. Yeah, go back to stage." Like what?
Yeah.
So we're putting that in at 9.
Yes, sir.
All right. Spoiler alert. I think this will be the number 1 match. Okay. We will go to WrestleMania Pandemic, and we will go to the Firefly Funhouse match.
How do you feel about this match, Joe? Because I know where I would put it.
It's high up for me. I don't know that I'd put it at number 1. I'm okay with seeing it in the top 3. So if you were strong about it at number 1, I'm not anti putting it at number 2.
I say my first thought is 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'm okay with it at 2. There's honestly I'm trying to think of what match I'm holding out hope for to get at number 1, and I'm not even sure that I have a definite answer. So I mean, yeah, I'm okay with either 1 or 2.
You know what? I'll give you 2. I'll give you 2 just to see if your one hits.
Okay.
So we'll lock this in at 2.
Okay.
It's
Surprising.
it's my personal one, but I'm comfortable with it at 2. That is fine.
All right, next up. Beautiful Coral Gables, Florida. WrestleMania 28. Once in a lifetime.
What numbers do we have left?
1, 3, 4, and 5.
What you think, Jim? You think 5?
Yeah, like it's definitely
I feel 5.
It's definitely not better than the Firefly Funhouse. This isn't the number one.
No.
You say you feel 5?
I'm feeling 5-ish.
I'm good at 5 with this. Like, it was good, but I feel like the build to it was still better than the match.
Feel that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at 5.
All right. Next up, WrestleMania 33, where he teamed with Nikki Bella to take on Demaris and Miz.
That was a fun match.
It was a really fun match. It was better than it had business being.
Yes.
It's not number 1.
No. But it's the best John Cena versus The Miz match at WrestleMania.
It is. It is. We can confirm that. 4, because I mean it.
Yeah.
It is a silly little tag team match.
Yeah.
All right, let's lock it in at 4. So we have 1 and 3 left.
All right, your second to last John Cena match. We go to WrestleMania play button. United States title match against Rusev.
What do we have left? Is it 3 and 1?
We have 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
God, I wish I knew what the last one was gonna be.
I know. That's why they call it blind ranking.
I don't feel like this is a number 1 though.
Yeah, I don't think it is. It's a really, really good match. I guess let's lock it in at 3 and just see what we did to ourselves.
All right, at number 10, we have the WWE title match against The Miz. At number 9, we have the loss against The Undertaker in 2 minutes. At number 8, we have the win against The Rock in Twice in a Lifetime. At number 7, we have the Austin Theory U.S. title match. At 6, we have the WrestleMania 30 victory over Bray Wyatt. At 28, the loss against The Rock in Once in a Lifetime. WrestleMania 33, the Nikki Bella tag match against Miz and Maurice. At number 3, you have the U.S. title win over Rusev. At number 2, you have the Firefly Funhouse match and the number 1 blind ranking John Cena match. The never seen 17 title victory this past year against Cody Rhodes. And I hope you all caught on to this. Every match was a match that me and Joe saw live or should have seen live, with the exception of the pandemic match.
Sure, that one.
I did every WrestleMania since we started our streak that John Cena was a part of.
That's cool.
That's why we didn't get the Shawn Michaels.
Correct, because we didn't go to that one.
Yeah,
it's the one I was holding out hope.
And honestly, that match, and there was one other one that I would have thought may have been ahead.
Did they have a triple threat with Triple H? Was that a WrestleMania match?
I think that was a WrestleMania match. I'm pretty sure it was, and that was the other one that I thought.
That's the Shawn Michaels Triple H triple threat match we're allowed to talk about from WrestleMania.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That's the one that we're allowed to actually have conversation about.
Correct.
I'm trying to.
And the other one involves a guy that you can't actually see.
Correct.
God, you're punny, man. Real punny. Yeah, I'm trying to verify, but I'm 90% sure that was Where the hell is that?
23 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 23 or 24. At 25 was his match against the Animal Batista, as Santino would so elegantly call him. That was the year before we started the streak. That was 25. Was that the triple threat?
Maybe.
25,
no, it was 20.
25 was a triple threat. It was Big Show and Edge for the World Heavyweight title.
Okay.
24. That was the triple threat between him, Orton, and Triple H.
Oh, maybe that's who. Maybe that's the match I'm thinking of, and I'm superimposing Michaels in instead of Orton.
23 was the match, the match against Shawn.
Okay.
The one-on-one match.
Yeah.
And then 22 was he wrestled Triple H. Obviously, at 20, he won the U.S. title from the Big Show. And 21, he beat JBL for the WWE title. So they did not have the triple threat match at that show. They had it, I think, maybe that was a SummerSlam main event.
Or like Backlash or some shit.
Yeah. But no, the triple threat was Triple H, Orton, Cena.
Huh. Heard.
So, yeah, that's blind ranking John Cena WrestleMania matches.
Here we go. That is how you do that.
So before we actually preview the show, the Superstore, there's been videos being posted of the John Cena Superstore.
There's a John Cena Superstore?
In DC, they have the bottom level, you can still get other members of the roster shirts, but the upper level of this 2-story building is all John Cena merchandise. That includes graded cards, like sports cards autographed by John. The mini belt, $250. The big belt, I believe, is $800 for the final spinner. Retro T-shirts like Hustle, Loyalty, Respect with the dog on it, the Cage logo, all of that stuff. They even produced the Last Time Is Now T-shirts from all of the other cities on the retirement tour.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So one of the videos I saw, Tampa, Toronto, all of them were there.
Nice.
Autographed John Cena hats from each city.
Nice.
There is a piece of memorabilia that if they have it available, it is a pre-order. If they have it available, I was contemplating doing it whenever I get there. They're going to take the canvas from Saturday night's main event, cut a piece of it, and put it in a plaque with the John Cena Last Time Is Now for $49 at $49.99.
They've done that before.
I was contemplating that because, my God, the hats are $500.
Jeez.
Like, I looked and someone posted a picture on one of the group chats because I'm in one of those like, oh, WWE belts that people are trying to sell just to be in it, and I'm not looking to buy any title belts right now because broke over here. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Belt collections. So this gentleman posted his haul from the John Cena store, and it's got a bunch of really cool stuff in it. And one of them, I kid you not, they have like the collector pins like Disney. Like the Disney collection pins that you see. Jim, you can attest to those as you've been to Disney.
Yes.
Last Time Is Now with the logo, all the cool stuff. I told Carol, probably going to buy one of those for our pin board just so that I can have the moment. Really cool. Super excited for that if they have it at the actual show, because I'm not going to make it to DC by the time the store closes, because the store closes at 1 on Saturday, but my flight doesn't get to DC until like 1:30. So I'm going to miss that. But and I can't find the guy's photo now. Maybe he took it down. But literally, they had a John Cena Final Match I Was There shirt. They have the DC shirt. I just thought it was epic that they reproduced all the other shirts from the tour and are making those readily available at this point.
Yeah.
I kind of hope this ends up with them being more available online, because I would like to buy the Tampa shirt because the creamsicle orange is fantastic.
Yeah.
But with that being said, the last time is now.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Saturday night main event number 40.
I do have one question. Question. So how much to pick up signed John Cena Make-A-Wish kid? Like, I'm assuming they have those at the store. How, like, what are those going for?
The what?
Like a Make-A-Wish kid, like with a signature on it. Like,
Thank you.
no?
Thank you. I was looking for that.
You're welcome.
The views and comments made by Joe do not reflect Mike or Jim or the Take 3 Wrestling podcast.
I mean, you could probably get a decent price. They're usually not working that well. Like, I'm just.
God, you made it worse.
I took the goddamn views and opinions off of the screen, and he made it worse.
He made it worse.
I should have known that was coming when he was like, "Hold on."
Yeah, he's like, "Hold up, I'm not done yet."
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Saturday night's main event, number 42. This Saturday, the final event of John Cena's career, Capital One Arena, Washington, D.C. 8 p.m. start time on Peacock. I believe there's a 2-hour pre-show. Feels like way unnecessary because they're just going to probably run back the same 4 or 5 videos for 2 hours. But tune in if you want to do that. But yeah, the last show, the strong belief, well, we won't know for sure unless either WWE announces it or we see the beginning of the show. But John Cena versus Gunther is reported to be opening the show in Saturday night main event fashion. I know on 3CT tonight we went over this match first and talked about the others. Do we want to get the others out of the way? Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the other matches. We have a tag team match for the World Tag Team titles. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defending against Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Joe.
Give me Team Dragon these nuts.
Mike.
I'll take AJ Lee.
Yeah, there you go.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it would be cool if they moved the titles, but they are not going to move the titles. Styles and Lee.
If they were facing someone that was a Raw brand tag, like if it was like even like a Fatal 4-Way, and like say Wentworth and Finn Balor were in the match, like I could at least be like, okay, they put him back on the Judgment Day.
Yeah. All right, singles match, the most respectful match of the evening. Bailey versus Sol Ruca. Joe.
Some of the NXT people got to win somewhere, so give me Sol.
All right, Mike.
Snatch her soul. Give me Ruca.
Yeah, I think that's certainly the more fun, the more interesting result. So give me Sol Ruca to win. And in a champion versus champion match, titles not on the line, Cody Rhodes, your undisputed WWE champion, taking on your NXT champion, Oba Femi. Joe.
I mean, I don't think Cody's gonna lose here, but it would be cool if he did. But no, give me Cody.
All right, Mike.
This is actually the match that I would open the show with.
Correct.
Let's get the woes. There's so much woe. I feel like there's gonna be some shenanigans here. Cody's old pal Ricky Saints maybe unknowing to Cody helps him get the victory. So it keeps Oba looking strong. If this is a clean finish, I don't know that there's a world where I don't think Obafemi should get the win. But that being said, I do think big match Cody gets the win.
Sadly, I think this match is probably going to close the show. And
I think John Cena closes the show no matter what. Whether that means he comes back out, but maybe this is the last physical match and we get the conversation and the bow and the swan song at the end.
That's fair. Because, and that's actually probably a lot smarter, because I think the ending of this match goes over like a fart in a funeral, because I think we're going to get some form of a no contest.
Somebody comes out.
There's going to be like a Drew McIntyre finds a way to interfere, double count out, double DQ. There's going to be something dumb because Femi's not getting pinned, but neither is Cody.
If this match closes the show, Drew comes out, some portion of the Vision comes out, Saints distracts Oba, they go their way. Big match John for the rescue, for the save, for the crowd pop one final time. That's the big match John
save. That sounds like the way WWE currently books. So yeah, I feel like
Also,
I mean, especially if that match starts the show, the Cena Gunther match starts the show, I think that's 1,000% the ending. Send the fans home happy.
Yeah, because if this match ends in a no contest and nothing else happens, you're gonna have a very sour ending to the end of John Cena's career.
Unless it's the match ends, Cody gets the upper hand, he calls John out, and you get the final John Cena swan song.
Right. Yeah, you gotta give him something after.
Correct.
So do you guys not think that it's the right choice to start the show with the Cena match? Like, would you not be? It's like, on the one hand, I sort of get it because Saturday night's main event, they usually have the big match as like the first thing. So like, it makes sense in that way. But on the other hand, like, how late in the night could it possibly be that, like, if it was the main event? I mean, even Ric Flair was able to stay awake for his last match, and they main evented. So, like, you know.
Well, realistically, it's a 2-hour show. That match is going on at what, 9:30?
Probably at the latest, yeah.
9:30, and if that special runs till 10:30, because you give John an extra 15 or 20 minutes.
Reportedly, there's no
out time.
There's no out time.
Yeah, but it's still not AEW. Like, we're not going to be there till 11:30.
Not with a 4-match show.
No, but you're going to let everything breathe.
Now, if they add a 5th match to the show tomorrow on the SmackDown.
Yeah, I think it'll stay at 4.
I would love for it. I as someone who's paying for a ticket, I would love to just have an extra. Maybe even if it's a U.S. title open challenge by Ilya Dragon Nuts and it's answered by somebody in the NXT roster.
Do you guys think there's a chance that they announce Cena as the Hall of Fame induction for next year on Saturday night? Or do you think we're waiting to get that announcement? It seems like a given that he's going straight in, but do you think they announce that now, or do you think that's...
I think they wait on that. I think this is more about...
I think that gets announced at Royal Rumble in Riyadh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, big question. How many more John Cena t-shirts do you think exist? So we know we have the last one. You know there's going to be a Hall of Fame one. Is John Cena going to be a brand like the NWO and ECW where they just keep selling, or Steve Austin even, if you go on the website? Like, there's never not kind of new product for him, even if he's not around? Or do we think that we're not going to really get anything new after this in like the Hall of Fame shirt?
I think periodically you'll get a new shirt, maybe one a year.
I think because I think he's still an he signed like a 5-year ambassador deal.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, like so he's going to show up from time to time. I think when he shows up, you will see
city centric,
some form of a John Cena shirt appear.
City centric, kind of like the last time is now.
Yeah.
Where okay, they're in.
The extra time is now.
No, like you're in Philly, you're gonna get an orange and black shirt for the Flyers.
Right. Yeah.
In hustle, loyalty, and respect, you're gonna get that orange with the black lettering, etc. You know, you're in San Jose, you're gonna get that teal green with black like the Sharks.
Yes.
Like that's where I think you see kind of like Suplex City with the exit sign.
Right. Right.
You know, that's where.
Okay. Do we think that John Cena is actually never going to wrestle a professional wrestling match again?
I do. I actually think this one's going to stick.
So you don't think that 10 years from now, the acting career ain't going that great and the Saudis are like, here's a boatload of money, ball John Cena, come wrestle Kane?
I don't think there's a way he goes to Saudi Arabia. And I also don't think that it's...
Not even during Riyadh season?
Riyadh season, Miha season, season my steak. Cena ain't going in 5. If John has a singular match left in him, it happens at WrestleMania 42. The remix to Las Vegas. And here's my thought process. If Cody Rhodes and Obafemi closes the show, and I will talk about this a little bit more when we actually make the formal predictions on the Gunther match. Cody gives the spotlight to John for his final conversation with the fans, his final swan song, his bow, his thank you, I love you. And then we hear an old theme song. Is cooking. You sold your soul to me to be the never seen 17. I still own your soul, John. See you at WrestleMania. And you get the final chapter that's tied 1-1 between Big Match John and the final boss. But it has to happen at 42. This isn't a let's save it for a year and a half and do it in Riyadh at 43, or let's save it for 5 years down the road and do it at Crown Jewel. John is still in active shape. John is still ready to go. If you're going to extend this, I genuinely believe it has to be now. But my personal opinion, that match against Gunther, and I'm going to put it in air quotes, more on that in a minute, that's it.
Yeah, I think this is I do think this is the end. I like because I mean he's 48. Movie prospects still going well. He has the ambassador role, so he's going to be around. He can still if he needs that, you know, that adrenaline bump.
He can still hit people with the AA.
You know, you can get that. But I mean, here's the thing, man. Look at Dave Bautista. I think Bautista is the best comparison, and I understand Cena as a wrestler far greater than Dave Bautista.
Mm-hmm.
But when Bautista said he was done at 35, brother has not looked back. He still hasn't been inducted into the Hall of Fame, by the way. Because that was supposed to be during the pandemic, and he hasn't actually been inducted since then. Which I think he'll still get in, but yeah, I just don't think at 50 years old that John Cena needs to fire it up. So I think I do think that I don't see him. I mean, he has a tremendous voice. He's a good actor. That to me, I don't see how that career dries up in 5 to 10.
I don't either. That's why I said adamantly that if he has one more in him, it's 3 months from now.
Yeah, which and here's the thing, man. Like John Cena, like from a personal and public standpoint, feels like he's always a guy that at the very least you can trust his word. And if he were to come back in 3 to 6 months, like this was all for nothing. This was all a money grab. This was, it just, I think that's bad for everybody.
I mean, he has been
bad for business.
He has been adamant in every interview. Saturday, December 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I hang up the jorts and we're done. I mean, I know that Shawn Michaels pulled the Undertaker retired me, so I ain't never coming back. But Shawn never said in an interview on ESPN with Tom Rinaldi, this day's my last day. When I lose my last match, I'm out. Like, Cena's always kind of felt like you said, he's kind of been the guy that, if there's one thing I can say about John Cena, when he opens up his mouth, the truth's going to come out of it, and it's going to be 1,000% believable.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Do I love that the final chapter is against the Ring General? No, not really. Do I think they could have used John for 40 dates instead of 36? Yes, because I think that if you could have had Gunther win the tournament at Survivor Series and we got face-to-face confrontation between the two of these guys leading into this match, I think it would have been built a little bit better. And Gunther's done a great job on the microphone, especially on Monday night, talking about how basically to pull the great Ivan Drago line, I must break you.
Right.
Super Cena is going to try to come out one final time. I just don't know how this thing goes. And I know that there's some fan fiction floating around that, Cena's going to start the show, and then maybe Gunther's music hits and he's nowhere to be found. And we do the shock jock TV of him being laid out on the ground in the backstage area, and now Cena needs a new opponent. And oh my God, we have an opponent for him. That'll be the main event. And that's whenever you hear the fucking Edge theme, and we're gonna get Cena versus Edge. And God damn it, I want to believe that that's something that could be in the cards, but God damn it, don't get my hopes up.
Right.
But yeah, I will say it'll be a highly emotional evening for myself. So I'll let you guys kind of take the lead on the actual formal prediction of this thing. And then I'll see if I can put my brain together for a actual prediction.
Yeah, Joe. So Cena versus Gunther. What do you think?
I think Gunther's going to win the match. I mean, considering that it's opening the show, considering that it's not going to hurt John Cena, certainly. And I do feel like he's the kind of person that wants to go out on his back, for lack of a better term. And especially because I think, like you said, like if it does start the show, it's not going to be the last time you see John Cena on the show. Like John Cena is going to end the night sending the fans home happy. That's going to be by posing. That's going to be by doing his catchphrase. That's going to be by, you know, saying goodbye to the people, hitting a couple of attitude adjustments on some suckers. It's like he's going to have his big celebratory going out, on a high horse moment. Um, he doesn't need to win the match to have that moment. And I also think that at a certain point, and look, WWE storytelling has not been it for the last like 3 to 6 months, but I do think they are still smart enough to at least think a little bit ahead. And I think when you're looking at Gunther's a little bit ahead, and you're looking at what next for Gunther, I think there's more going out of this if the what next is him being like him having one more thing on his resume, him having that in 2025, like, yeah, in 2025 he may have lost the world title at WrestleMania, but you're gonna remember him because he retired Goldberg and John Cena in 2025. Like that's gonna be something that he hangs his hat on, which, like, now that we're going into Royal Rumble season, you're gonna need at least, every year there's always 6 or 7 guys where it's like, hey, that guy might have a legit shot of winning. You got to have those guys built, and you got to have those guys into place. Gunther becomes one of those guys, hands down, very easily, if he has the John Cena last match under his belt. So I don't know. I just think that it makes a lot more sense with Gunther winning. So it just feels like that's probably the direction that things are going.
Um. Yeah. I Gunther, I feel like, has to win. Not even like time honored tradition, like that stuff, which I also think is fair and valid. But I just think that you've done a tremendous job with Gunther over the years. And I feel like the Jey Uso stuff earlier this year kind of was a little bump, like a little dent in the armor, so to speak. And I just think that you have a tremendous opportunity to, and the closest thing I can compare it to in like a recent era is when Brock beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. Because that really, I mean, it set up a ton of programming over the next, 5 to 8. And you have an opportunity to kind of do that again. I get Gunther's not Brock, but if you have this big tournament and Gunther looks like a badass and he's beating everybody and he's out here in interviews saying, like, I've hated John Cena since day one. He's not a wrestler, blah, blah, like, and that guy beats you. Yikes. Like, I think that there's a better chance, or maybe not even better chance, more realistic, or it would be better booking if Cena basically didn't get any offense in this match. And Gunther just pummeled him into a crumbled mass that used to be John Cena, than a competitive match that Gunther wins. Like, now I think it'll be more on the competitive side. You're not gonna not let Kiss play Rock and Roll All Night on their last show. Right. But I think in the end it has to be Gunther. And I think that I don't think it's a pin. I think one of two things will happen. And it'll either be John passes out because never give up, or he actually gives up. And to me, that's the more impactful finish, because the guy that never gave up had to give up. And that's how you know it's over. Because the minute never give up ends, you can't come back from that. And that's also how John Cena knows he made the right choice and that this is the end. Because if you have to give up, then you're done. And that's been a consistent message basically from the time he announced this, is like, when I can't do it the way I've always done it, that's when it's over.
When's the last time Cena gave up in a match? Like, when's the last time he tapped out?
I can do a quick journalism, Mike, while you start to gather your thoughts.
I think the way my brain is trying to compartmentalize
according to Google AI, which can never lie, the John Cena's last confirmed tap out was against Kurt Angle at No Way Out in 2004. But he famously never tapped out during his main run, with all 4 instances happening early in his career from 2002 to 04 to Jericho, and Kurt Angle
twice.
Losing to Gunther by tap out for the first time in 21 years, like, that's big. That's crazy.
That's how
like, in a good way. Like that, I want to see that.
That's how you make a star.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably got to cut some promos a little bit better to keep the star power going forward. Because that seems to be a disconnect with the fans in Gunther right now.
They would need some instrument. Like, look, like Brock Lesnar beating Undertaker at WrestleMania. Like, it didn't make Brock Lesnar necessarily because, he was already pretty made. But for the rest of his career since then, part of his introduction has always been the one in 21-1.
Until he lost to fucking Roman Reigns.
Well, I mean, yeah. But you know what I'm saying, though, is like that became synonymous, and that's all Paul Heyman, if we're being real. But like that became synonymous with Brock Lesnar. They need to find a way to make this synonymous with Gunther. Like, this needs to be for the next 10 years. Every time Gunther comes up, it's the guy who made John Cena tap for the first time in 21 years. Like they need to feed into that and make it a big deal.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. That being said, if this match opens the show, I do believe that Gunther is victorious. If for some reason John does not face Gunther, or this match main events the show, I think we get a different outcome. Because it's a lot harder for John Cena to tap out and or pass out in the main event, have Gunther leave, and then not see John Cena hit some A's, hit some moves, and get the electric send-off that John Cena probably and rightfully so deserves. So realistically, I think that match probably does open the show. It is Gunther via choke, whether it's tap out, pass out. I think either of those are fine. Does the tap out maybe get Gunther over a little bit more? Yes. But John Cena passing out to the choke is the equivalent of a professional boxer or an MMA fighter dying on his sword. Never give up has been the catchphrase long before hustle, loyalty, and respect, long before most other things that John Cena has been synonymous for. Let him go out on the Shield. Let him not give up since he started using this catchphrase. Let Gunther win the match. Let Gunther choke him out. Let John Cena lose consciousness and let John Cena take the L. But you'll always have the Gunther is the man who retired John Cena. When you do those little entrance blurbs and it's like, oh, John Cena, he's 17-time world champion, 15th SummerSlam match, 4-0 against Cody Rhodes in singles matches. Gunther, 2-time world heavyweight champion, longest reigning intercontinental champion of all time, retired John Cena. Doesn't have to say tapped out John Cena, retired John Cena. That works just as well. So if John is going to lose, I would prefer that John go out on his sword. Let him get choked out. Let him pass out. I think it still gets the job done.
Okay. Yeah.
But Gunther cannot win this fucking match via pinfall after a powerbomb.
No.
That's where I will riot. That's the one-man riot. I will miss my flight home because I'll probably be spending the night in a DC fucking jail.
Schoolboy roll-up.
If John Cena beats Gunther with a schoolboy roll-up and that's the way he goes out, I would look up and be like, the man went out trying to figure out a way to beat fucking Ivan Drago.
What if Gunther wins via schoolboy roll-up?
Nope. Riot. That's not because that's not how you've built Gunther. And if you're telling me that Alexa, go home. If you're telling me that we're building this guy who is a big motherfucker, he's got to beat 48-year-old John Cena via roll-up. That just makes me feel like he could lose to R-Truth next week on Main Event. That would do worse. I think that would do more damage to Gunther to win via roll-up. That's why I think if you're building him to be this badass, I think he has to choke John out. Or John can tap. I don't necessarily know that he has to tap, but I think Gunther has to put him down. I think you have seen a kick out of everything. I think you have him hit John with 35 power bombs, and I think John just keeps kicking out. So Gunther's like, God damn it, I don't want to do this, because he shows some compassion and then just chokes John out. You do the old school corner spot where John gets up and goes for the pin, and then Gunther rolls and locks in the body scissors and just squeezes him until he passes out. I think that's effective enough. I mean, either way, I think we are all in consensus that if Gunther faced John Cena, I think Gunther is going to be victorious.
Yeah.
God damn it, let it be fucking Cope. God, one time.
So wait, is that why you keep saying if? Because you want Edge
yes,
to show
yes.
up?
If there's a world for me that I want him to get quote taken out and have somebody come in, I'm okay. I'm okay with that, because at this point, WWE booking's already been ass as it is. We've already talked about it. So why not fucking shit on a tournament that was poorly thrown together, that we didn't know who half the entries were. We kept being told there's going to be surprises, and your two surprises are Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler.
Right. And you told us we're going to have NXT stars, and it's Javon Evans. No offense, Javon Evans. But when you open against Gunther, we already know you're getting murked.
Yeah, the guy who just came back with his old Ring fucking General theme song. Yeah, bud. Good luck with your 17-pound soaking wet body frame.
We heard the music.
That guy.
Like, oh, motherfucker, dead. He dead. I say he dead.
Like, Prince of Belly's already dead.
Like, it was over. It was over the minute that music hit.
Oh yeah. I was waiting for the new beat to hit, and I'm like, that didn't start.
It's like wait, oh
yeah, you're getting fucked up. So yeah, that one was the dead giveaway.
Yeah, I think next week it would be great to kind of retrospect the career. We did a bit of that on 3CT this week, but I think adding for us, I think adding what happens on Saturday once we've actually seen it
Mhm.
and everything to put a cap on it. I think will be really important. It's yeah, I it's wild that we're here. But
it's wild that we're 3 days away from something that was announced 15 months ago that we thought was going to take forever to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here. Magically enough, I'm lucky enough to be there. But
That's awesome.
Like the final show of 2015 for us will be reminiscing over the career of the greatest of all time. Yeah. Because I highly doubt we do a Christmas show, and I highly doubt there won't be a show scheduled in 2025, except for if we got together to do something on Christmas. And because the next day that we would have a show would be New Year's Day.
New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve.
No, New Year's Eve is Wednesday.
New Year's Day. You're right.
It'd be New Year's Day. So we'll be in 2026 at that point.
Yeah.
So it's a weird concept. To tell you that I haven't really like I said, I've processed that this is it, but like I remember when we talked at the beginning of the John Cena retirement tour, and we were like, 36 days, it's going to be wild, and this, that, and the other. And then the story starts coming out that he wanted to do a full slate. And I know we talked on the show about, man, they really fumbled that idea.
I don't know. Kind of happy medium. Like, I don't
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that they fumbled it, because I think if he wrestled 200 days, and say he didn't wrestle 200 days, let's say he wrestled 50 days and showed up for 200 appearances. Are we getting this match in this atmosphere in this moment, or is he already dinged up?
Right.
You know, what I have loved to see in another 10 matches so we could get a one-on-one match between him and The Miz? Sure. Would I have loved to find a way for them to work out a deal to get Cope to come over for a one-night only thing to have the final match with him? Yes. Would I have loved for there to be a pay-per-view match, and maybe John would have said WrestleMania 42 was his final night, and that's when he took on The Rock? Cool. But we didn't get them. And I'm not mad at WWE for not getting them. I'm not mad at John for not getting them. I think it was one of those things he was willing to, and then WWE was like, we love you, but we need to finish this. Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe. Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I will probably cry like a infant school child. Both at Capital One Arena and probably, as I wrote an emotional post after the show. It's weird. It's weird that this thing called professional wrestling gets you in your feelings as much as it does.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, in kind of closing thoughts, like I haven't been actively watching wrestling as much, you know, as I've talked about this year. But man, I'm looking forward very much to watching this. And me and the 3CT crew, we literally scheduled our Christmas gathering to make sure that we're together to watch this. So yeah, it's gonna be a big night. It's gonna be an important night. There's like chance of snow possibly hitting the southern Pennsylvania area a little bit. So the nice thing is the match. I kind of hope the match goes on first, so maybe we can leave a little bit earlier and beat the weather home for us. But yeah, it's gonna be a very important night. It's gonna be kind of one of those you need to see it, must watch sort of things.
Yeah, and I've said that to a couple people that I know that have fallen off the wrestling wagon that do know about John Cena, and I've said, if there's a night that you watch a show and maybe this is a chance for WWE to get some fans back in, maybe this is the one. And and I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing for professional wrestling. I will say this as we wrap up. We'll do Wrestlers of the Week and we'll wrap this thing. I want to do something in 2026 with this show specifically, where I want to start doing where we pick a match, each of us pick a match over the course of a month. So January, and we can do it on the show. Watch along of the match, something like that, where we may not watch a full AEW show, but if we hear that Kyle Fletcher versus Konosuke Takeshita on the January 17th episode of Collision is arguably the match of the year, throw it on while we talk over it about stuff going on in the news and things like that, and watch that match and give a reaction. Because professional wrestling has been something, that I'm fortunate enough to have two of my best friends in the world from this, and you and Joe, and it brought us together, but it's not what defines us. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing that professional wrestling fans have to think about right now. You're not WWE, you're not AEW. You're fans. And build the relationship with the people, the 3CT boys, Devin, the guys up there. I mean, hell, I traveled to Pennsylvania like a psychopath back in July for your 40th birthday, as well as Bill Goldberg's retirement match.
You sure did.
And I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Bill Goldberg.
And to tell you that I haven't cleared this with the wife yet, but I've contemplated talking to you about coming up and watching WrestleMania with you guys.
I mean, that would be fun.
Because I'm not going to Vegas.
Okay.
I have a later Vegas trip planned for my friend's 30th birthday. So I was thinking maybe I go up there fly up Friday night, shows are Saturday, Sunday, fly back Monday morning, do all the fun stuff, go to the diner that we didn't get to go to because American Airlines canceled my goddamn flight. Fuck you, American. But I wrap this portion of the John Cena legacy with this. Hustle, loyalty, respect. You can't see me, never give up. I know next week's show I'll probably be a little bit more emotional, even though I'm emotional right now. But Saturday night in my home, I was at that arena when Sting beat Hulk Hogan at Starrcade 97. I was at that show when Goldberg lost his streak the next year to the Taser with Kevin Nash. I sat in the upper deck for both of those shows. I will be in the upper deck on Saturday night. I will be home. And I will finally get a chance to see the GOAT. And I can't tell you that there isn't part of me that is incredibly thankful for this. So let's wrap this thing up with Wrestlers of the Week before I get more emotional.
Yeah. You want to lead them off? You want me to lead them off? All right, I will lead them off. Fresh off Dynamite this week, your first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale.
Are you interested that they won the titles and not Storm and Shirakawa?
I actually am, because I just assumed that Tony was going to win because Tony's Tony.
But are we at the point where Tony doesn't need the title? Like
we
any
are,
title, she's just.
it intrigues me that Tony Khan actually did that.
Oh, me too, because this is definitely like 1,000% should have. I thought they were going same way. I 100% thought they were 100% putting the title on Tony and Mina. I was like, there's no way, right? There's no way they're not winning the fucking titles.
Yeah.
Fascinating enough. You'll get a kick out of this. Joe's not here. If he listens to the show, Stephen Borden, Sting's son, won a dark match on Dynamite.
Okay.
He defeated Kyron Gray. Also, Joe's favorite Hook defeated Ortiz, who made his in-ring return from injury.
There you go.
I will stay on that show, though. I will take Samoa Joe, who defeated Eddie Kingston to retain the title.
All right. Very good. I will go with fuck it. Let's stay with women's wrestling. Tony Khan presents wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Red Velvet defeating Mercedes Moné, your new women's world television champion in Ring of Honor.
I like it. I am going to go. You know what? I'm going to go further back because we haven't had a show in a couple weeks. And this gentleman won one of the most prestigious world titles in wrestling history, finishing a 3-year title run of a man over in CML. Give me the Death Rider's own Claudio Castagnoli, the new CMLL World Heavyweight Champion.
There you go. Last one for me. Fuck it. We can't get to Saturday night without getting here. Gunther over LA Knight to officially become the winner of the Last Time Is Now tournament.
All right. I went back and forth on my last one. I'm going to go with the new Ring of Honor Women's Pure Champion. Give me the virtuoso Deonna Purrazzo.
That was the other one I was leaning on. So thanks for picking that one up.
That's what I'm here for. All right. Jim, tell them where they can find you.
Real simple at Big Jim Sports, Twitter, Blue Sky. Hit the link tree there. It's all connected. Huddle Up Podcast. If you want to hear two Notre Dame fans lament over what happened in the last 7 days, listen to this week's Huddle Up Podcast because there's a lot of that, and obviously some NFL talk and more there. So we'll get back to a more normal episode this week now that some of the dust has settled, at least on the game side of college football. We won't talk about the other side of college football right now. 3CT did a lot of John Cena talk this week on Thursday. We have a really fun one coming up on Tuesday this upcoming week. So, on that side, we only have one more live show left in the year as well. We'll still have content through the end of the year, but getting ready to close up 2025, man. And quite frankly, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You can follow the show at Take the Number 3 Wrestling. You can follow me at They Call Me Burn over on that Huddle Up feed. Episode number 1 of 5 burning questions with yours truly dropped this afternoon. One of my questions was, how do we fix the college football playoffs? I think I made a very compelling argument in that. Maybe we shouldn't have taken Alabama. If you're an Alabama fan, sorry. If you're a NCAA fan, I think I make a valid point about maybe not have 7 fucking weeks of telling us who the top 10 teams are. But I appreciate you guys, as always, checking us out. Follow us for more. Listen to us next week, where we will do a career retrospect on the greatest of all time, the Never Seen 17. We say goodbye to John Cena right here on the Take 3 Wrestling Podcast.